I've made a few videos about my DIY projects, so it's time to switch things up and show the more domestic side of my daily task. My wife and kids don't just keep me around to build and fix things in the house. I'm more than just an Adonis that my wife uses for her, needs. I'm also responsible for exciting things like cooking and cleaning. First, let's check on my baby giant sequoia sapling. During a drunken impulse purchase, I bought giant sequoia seeds to grow a giant sequoia tree for our ancestors to enjoy in 3,000 years. Assuming the aliens don't take over by then, or Bigfoot, or Chewbacca, or whatever doomsday scenario you believe in. Time to trigger all the chefs out there. Much like most of the things I do in my life, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing when it comes to cooking and cutting vegetables. Not one of these cuts is even. But let's face it, I'm making these scrumdiddlyumptious meals like a goddamn Oompa Loompa for my kids that they'll end up not eating anyway. But fear not, it won't get thrown out. Instead, it'll go into the garbage disposal that is my face. It's no secret that I've gained a few lbs in my dad years. I tried using the excuse that my metabolism has slowed down. Turns out that's bullshit. It's actually because I eat my meal, then I'll finish all 3 of my kids' meals that they don't eat, then finish my wife's meal. Then I spend the rest of the night wishing I was dead. But enough about me, it's time to circumcise the sausage. Mazel tov. Much like the veggies, not one of these cuts is even. This guarantees an uneven cook time, which is ideal when making a meal. That just rhymed. My god, I'm fucking amazing. Time to wash off all the sausage slime. That could easily be a title to a Pornhub video. No garlic is ever too much garlic. I want it to flow through my veins like injecting a needle full of black tar heroin. Perhaps it's the Dago in me, but garlic is my black tar heroin. My wife especially enjoys the smells that emit from me for the remainder of the night afterwards. Sucks for her. Whoever made salt and pepper grinders a thing should be castrated. What a scam to think you're getting fancier spices by adding an extra step. You mean to tell me that by grinding my seasonings it's enhancing its effectiveness? All it does is make me work harder to season my goddamn food. Some asshole over at McCormick HQ was like, let's package our shit in larger form and require our consumers to make it smaller in order to use it. Dick. Pay no attention to how dirty my oven is. This is a cooking video, not a cleaning video. Fuck off. One thing I can hope for by making these videos is taking the stigma out of being a stay-at-home dad, if there still is a stigma about being a stay-at-home dad. You see, my wife is much smarter, hotter, and 1,000 times more successful than I ever was. I constantly remind her of these things and how much lower she married compared to how much higher I married. Sucks for her. Just gonna open this up real quick. Fuck. Being a stay-at-home dad is hands down the best job I've ever had. Then again, I've had some real shitty jobs. There are some days, like any other parent, I want to put my head through a wall. However, I used to want to put my head through a wall every day in my previous career, so that's a win. But in all seriousness, taking care of the kiddos on a daily basis is pretty sweet. Also, live, laugh, love. Boom, done.